Good afternoon! It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking to? What? You really don't know? There's no way you forget after 10 years, right? You can't tell from my name? My name is Christina Stevenson. I am your mother. I actually don't have a mother. Oh, you! Look at you being all stubborn. I raised you for 5 years after I divorced your father, and this is what I get? You forget me? You really are something else. I thought we had a deeper bond. I'm sorry, I don't recall any of that. This is going to be my last response, so goodbye. Wait, hold on. You're not holding a grudge, are you? You must be upset about the whole thing still. Yeah, I guess I can understand. I wanted to apologize to you. That's why I reached out to contact you. It's a little too late for apologies, don't you think? My father and I both have forgot about you and have been enjoying our lives. How could you be so rude? I told you already. I wanted to apologize to you. For 10 years, I've wanted to apologize to you. For 10 years? You must be out of your mind if you think I believe you. You could have done anything sooner, but you didn't, did you? I know that Dad kept reaching out to you, and you just kept ignoring him. Ignoring? No, that's not what I did. I had a lot of things going on too, you know. I hope you understand, okay? What do you mean a lot of things? Tell me one good reason. You apologizing now doesn't change anything anyway. It's not like I can just ignore everything that happened. I will never forget what you've done to me. What? Are you talking about that day I accidentally left you? Accidentally left me? How could you just come up with these lines? You kicked me out of the car while I was bawling and begging you to stop. Then you just drove off like nothing ever happened. I will never forget any of what happened that day. No, that's all a total misunderstanding! It's not a misunderstanding. I walked all the way to Dad, alone. Then some female cop found me and took me to Dad's house. He was surprised too and cried with me. And I will never forget that day, and I will never forgive you. Wait, you hang on just a second. If you're saying that you won't forgive me, fine. I don't care if that's what you want to say for now. But you and I were definitely mother and daughter, whether you like it or not. So what? Why are you trying to pretend to be my mother now? I told you a second ago, but I'll tell you again. I don't have a mother. I live my life thinking that she is dead and long gone. My only parent is my father. You're just some stranger. You can say and think whatever you like, dear. But legally, you can't argue. You cannot just cut ties with me that easily. Okay, and? What exactly are you trying to accomplish with this conversation? Well, after that day I accidentally left you, I studied hard and got a certain certification. I really don't care. Do I have to listen to your stupid story? I'm actually a lawyer now. I did this to prove that I am indeed your mother. Wow, that's cool. I don't really care about the little legal nuggets of knowledge you have to drop on me. You're not my mother, and I will never agree with you. I don't care if you agree with me or not. Fact is fact. Lauren, just admit it already. What are you trying to tell me already? You're beating around the bush too much. Well, actually, Mom has a favor to ask of you, Lauren. A favor? I want you to help your mother. Life has been a little rough, you know. I was doing something about it all on my own, but I got to the point where I can't do anything about it anymore. That sounds tough. You need to find somewhere else to look for help. I can't do that. What do you mean? A child has a responsibility to take care of their parents. Civil Code Chapter 877, Paragraph 1. You have a responsibility to take care of me. Okay, you're still beating around the bush. In other words, you have to take care of me. Till the very end. What? I'm actually impressed by how greedy you can be. That's not gonna happen. Actually, it is going to happen whether you want it to or not. It's decided by law. If you want to reject the idea, I have the power to sue you a large amount of money for damages. You understand? You should probably listen to me before I sue you. You have a duty to take care of your mother financially. Okay, understand? So, that's how it's gonna be. Thanks, Lauren. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna say no, and never. If you want someone to take care of you, just ask your other daughter. What? What? Don't act dumb. You have another daughter. I know it. The one you gave birth to after you left me. You're giving her all your love, right? So, I'm sure she won't mind taking care of you at all. I guess you'll have to wait a few years till she's of legal age to mooch off of, but... What are you talking about? You're my only child. Okay. Stop being coy with me. I guess she would be a sister from a different mister? No, you're wrong. I met her the other day. Yeah, with that non-existent daughter of yours. Huh? It was seriously pure coincidence. Do you know the kind of work that I do? You probably don't know. You never even really gave a crap about the kind of things that I did. Right now, I work as a female cop at a police station. About a month ago, I think. Your daughter was lost and delivered to you by a police officer. You remember that? The officer that handled that whole case was me. I felt like I remembered seeing that girl's mom's number. You really haven't changed for 10 years, have you? When I asked her for her mom's name, it was the same name I had heard 10 years ago, too. My coworker was able to take the case from me, so I didn't have to see you directly, though. And I was trying to forget about our stupid relationship anyway. I did feel really bad for the girl, though. I hope you think about what you've done in jail. What are you talking about? Why are you saying something about jail? Well, you have to arrest criminals, right? That's my job. Criminal? What do you think I am? I'm your mother! It doesn't really matter if you're my mother. A criminal is a criminal. The moment you pretended to be a lawyer, you became a criminal. What? I'm not lying! I really am a lawyer! I'm actually impressed that you're trying to pretend to be a lawyer to a police officer. Can you show me proof, then? If you're a real lawyer, it shouldn't be difficult, right? Okay, fine. Here, is that proof enough? I'm a real lawyer. Wow, you're really gonna go there, huh? You really can't be saved, can you? All right, I'll bite then. If you're a real lawyer, you should be able to tell me your legal code. What union are you with? Which round of state-certified bar exam did you graduate with? Hello? Cat got your tongue? Are you Googling it right now? It won't help you. Even if you manage to scrounge together something to submit as proof, if I search your full name in our state records, I can find your information real quick. Or I guess I will find a distinct lack of information, huh? Okay, fine. I'm sorry. I won't tell you to support me anymore, okay? So please let this go. We're parent and child, right? You can let this go, right? I really wasn't planning to blow this out of proportion like this. You haven't done anything that is worthy of calling yourself my parent. I don't know how you're able to talk to me after all these years. When you were getting divorced, Dad paid for my college tuition all at once to make sure that I could go to college. He even paid for child support at once. I heard it was twice of the market prices, though. It was when I was 10 and I graduated at 22, so... If you think about it, it was 12 years worth of child support. You used all that up in about... 5 years? Actually, maybe you used it up sooner than that. 2 years after the divorce, and you stopped buying me clothes entirely. Of course, you didn't give me an allowance. Sometimes you didn't even feed me. What are you talking about? Your memory is all wrong, dear. I made sure to raise you well. What are you talking about? Did you lie too much that you started to warp reality? You used to always tell me you took me for the money, and the money only. That you didn't really want to take care of me at all. Then you got tired of raising me, so you dumped me off in the middle of nowhere that day. No, that's not true! I really accidentally left you there! Ugh, I don't understand how you accidentally kick your child from the car and leave her. Why didn't you come pick me up? I feel like your story doesn't make any sense. There's also no reason for you to leave me in the middle of nowhere either. And finally, there's no reason you should ever drive off when your daughter isn't even in the car. Hey, why don't we calm down and talk about it, huh? Let's meet up in person and talk. We're family. We should talk in person and not over text like this. You won't know the kind of feelings I have over some text on a screen. Hey, I was just joking around a little bit, right? You should understand. Of course I won't understand. I didn't understand anything about you from the moment you divorced Dad. I didn't understand a single thing. Dad didn't even tell me why you two got a divorce either. I remember, though. My memory is faded a little bit, but you brought some random man into your house, didn't you? Okay, fine. I won't get involved with you anymore. So let's just let the past be past, okay? It was a terrible misunderstanding that made everything go the wrong way, okay? That's it. I don't need anything else, okay? Help me out for a little bit, okay? What was it you said? It doesn't matter what you think. Fact is fact. This is literally case in point. I will decide if I want to let things go or not. I told you that I will never forgive you. Just like that day that you left me in the middle of nowhere and didn't save me. I will never save you either. Afterwards, I reported the fact that my mother lied about being a lawyer, and even sent me proof of her fraudulent credentials. She was arrested a few days later with numerous pieces of evidence. On top of pretending to be a lawyer, she even threatened me, so the whole thing was deemed as incredibly malignant, and she was sentenced with no chance of parole. I'm not sure if she's remorseful at all, but she's in prison now. Her daughter, that would technically be my sister, is currently living with her father. I'm sure she will never see her or my mother again. I think that she probably doesn't like me after this whole thing. The day she left me was the reason that I became a female police officer. The female police officer that saved me that day talked to me while I was wandering the streets at night. She gave me a big hug to calm me down. While she was taking me to my father's house, she would calm me down and I couldn't stop crying the whole way home. I still remember it all vividly. I knew I wanted to be like this person. I wanted to help people. Since then, I have made my dreams reality. After I became an officer, I met the woman that saved me when I was a child. She said she remembered me well. When I told her that I came this far because of her, she told me that it was my turn to give hope and dreams to another little lost soul. I haven't had any chance to work with that officer yet, but I'm going to do everything I can to fulfill my duties as a police officer.